On Twitter, we see sponsored tweets everywhere. On LinkedIn, it's the same. And let's not forget YouTube, where we often get hit with 2 15-second ads before every video. But on Google Maps, it's much less obvious, less intrusive, more subtle. Yet it's definitely there. When you see the astronomical amounts some companies are willing to pay, you realize the system is well oiled. But how does it work? What are the different types of ads? How do they work? And how much do they earn? Hi, I'm François from Scrub.io, and today we are analyzing Google Maps ads. Before looking at it from the business perspective, let's put ourselves in the shoes of users. When you type a keyword into the search bar, you get a list of businesses, and this list is ordered in a certain way, which varies from person to person. There are 4 criteria to consider. The keyword entered, this one is obvious, your location and history, your interests, and the time of the day. Now you know what information you are giving in to Google. And with this information, the ads can be extremely targeted. But what types of ads exactly? The most obvious are the sponsored pins, and they are right there on your screen. Don't see them? Regular pins are round, sponsored pins are square. It's even more obvious when you do a search, where you will generally see 1 or 2 sponsored businesses at the top of the list with a call to action. Before that, you can do more basic things, starting by filling out your profile. By claiming a business on Google Business Profile, a company can list its opening hours, website, phone number, etc. This is the entry level of advertising. Level 1 is pushing the information a little bit further. Highlighted reviews, displaying a price range, listing hotel features, or even publishing posts. I didn't even know that was possible. There are other things we could mention. Promotional products on Google, Google Maps results integrated with Google Shopping, but I think you get the idea. Google Maps produces fairly discrete ads that don't disturb the user experience. Or almost. For example, one person was surprised to see promotional pop-ups while driving. Imagine you are passing by a McDonald's and suddenly Google Maps throws a pin at you. Hey, want a Big Mac? One cannot deny that this kind of ad doesn't sit well with users. People find it intrusive, even dangerous. It's very similar to ads on Waze, which uses the same concept. And knowing that Google bought the app in 2013, this isn't much of a surprise. Now let's talk money. How much does a Google Maps ads campaign cost? That's not an easy question. It's like asking how much a YouTuber earns. It depends if you are Mr. Beast or just Mr. Random. So an agency surveyed 350 Google Maps marketers to draw conclusions. And here are the conclusions. There are several factors involved. Let's start with the more basic one, keywords. If there is one thing I remember from my business degree, it's this graph. You can choose between short tail keywords, which are generic and expensive, but in high demand, or long tail keywords, very niche, low cost keywords, with limited demand. Then there is a natural evolution of the market and industry type. Some sectors are more competitive than others. As a result, they generally spend more on Google Ads. But what exactly are these expenses? Grab your calculators, we are doing a bit of math. The total cost depends primarily on a single factor, you. Before launching a campaign, you typically set a budget representing the daily amount you're willing to pay over the month. You also consider the bid, the amount you want to spend per click on your ad. This is the average cost per click, or CPC. To calculate the CPC, you need to understand 2 other concepts, the quality score and the ad rank. The quality score is a rating from 1 to 10 that determines the relevance of your ad. Yes, like in school. The goal is to get as close to 10 as possible. Then there is the ad rank. As the name suggests, it determines the ad's position in search results. And there is a formula for this. Rank is equal to max bid multiplied by quality score. In other words, the more you are willing to spend and the better you are, the higher your rank. Once we are aware of this, we can finally calculate the cost per click. CPC is equal to the ad rank of the ad below yours divided by the quality score plus 1 cent. In case this is equal to 0, we never know. In other words, the better you are and the worse others are, the lower your costs. You can put your calculators away. So far we have this formula. Campaign cost is equal to CPC multiplied by the number of clicks plus the cost per impression multiplied by the number of impressions. Cost per impression, or CPM, is typically calculated per 1,000 impressions, and it needs to be included in our calculation. Alright, that's it. We are done now, right? Right? We're done. Not quite. Sometimes to run a good campaign, you need help from external agencies or use management tools, and that isn't free either. In total, expect to spend between $501 and $3,000 per month for an agency and between $1,500 and $800 per month for tools. For CPC, the range is between 11 and 50 cents, and for CPM between 51 cents and $1.50. I just got it. With all this, you can finally calculate the pay per click, which is the total cost divided by the number of clicks. We will call it PPC. The total cost includes agency or tool costs plus Google Ads costs, and this is estimated between $100 and $10,000 per month. And maybe that's the problem with our equation. The ranges are too broad. I know it's very frustrating not to have a clear answer, but that's because the initial question wasn't clear either. Google Ads, and therefore Google Maps ads, are accessible to everyone, from freelancers to multinationals. And that's how we get these widely varying price ranges. Ultimately, we go back to what we said at the beginning. The total cost depends primarily on a single factor: you. Now, if you are interested in getting leads from Google Maps, if for example you are an agency and you want to know which companies are using Google Ads or which companies didn't claim their listing on Google Maps yet, and you want a solution with a clear price this time, you can go to Scrap.io. Scrap.io is the ultimate tool for scraping Google Maps. By just inserting a keyword under location, you have access to your list of leads. You can filter your data if you want to, and then all that remains to do is to download your CSV or Excel file. By clicking the link in the description, you can get your first 100 leads free of charge. This is the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, you can subscribe. I didn't have time to cover the whole topic, so please let us know in the comments if you think I've forgotten an important point. There is nothing else to say. The end.